All right, let's take a quick look at your weather. We were two-stepping around the rain yesterday afternoon and evening. It came down in buckets, cats and dogs type stuff there. 64 is your current reading. Southeast winds at about 3 miles an hour. 84% on the relative humidity. The dew points are still up there near 60, so we've got plenty of moisture in the area. Temperatures are in the 50s and 60s from Las Vegas to Santa Fe, 59 in Farmington, and then a lot of 60s for the most part down in the southeast and southwest. It's going to be a little cooler today here in the metro, even than yesterday. We have some clouds. Those clouds will be more in than not through the day. Breezy, 78 by lunchtime, 86 by this afternoon, and we will see at least some widely scattered showers and storms. And because the dew points are still sitting in the 50-plus range, it won't take much to fire off some along the mountains. But it's not going to be as organized as what we had yesterday. This was a disturbance that came on through. That's what rushed on through, and then we had the front, and that combination with the moisture available has kicked off the storms, and those now, the strongest of which, are still in the southeast part of the state, but they are starting to get very close into Texas. They'll continue to track on. There's a Roy and small stream flood advisories, though, all the way from Lee and Eddy counties and up a little further north towards Roosevelt and Curry counties. So that's for the next few hours, and then it's going to move on off. But I do think later on this afternoon we'll see some more kind of redeveloping. So here's the action right now. Then as we go through the afternoon, it kind of picks up, dies down again, and most of it focuses in across the east and southeast for the rest of the day and even into tomorrow. As a matter of fact, believe it or not, tomorrow we'll turn it all around. We'll start to dry out again for a few days. If you're traveling today, Chicago has some storms near there this morning into the Ohio Valley, and then parts of New England. Atlanta has some storms that are barreling down, so you're probably going to see some delays there. Dallas looks good early, but a lot of those storms that we're seeing now in New Mexico and West Texas will be making their way towards San Angelo, Wichita Falls, Austin, and Dallas later on in the day, and right now to the west looking pretty good. As far as temperatures for today, in the viewing area, 86 for Gallup, 79 in Chama, 90 meanwhile in Espanola. Temperatures in the 80s for the most part from Roy to Las Vegas, and also in the southwest, 80s and 90s from TRC to Deming to Lordsburg. Some low 80s, much cooler in Roswell, Carlsbad, and Hobbs, and some big storms developing this morning as we saw on the radar, and we may see more developing off the mountains later on. Meanwhile, it's low to mid 80s, Edgewood, Moriarty, Estancia for your highs today. In the East Mountains and in the metro, temperatures are going to be in the middle 80s as well. Downtown, Los Lunas, Bosque Farms, and about 87 for Rio Rancho and Corrales. Your 7-day outlooks, temperatures holding in the 80s and then warming back up to the 90s for Santa Fe for the rest of the week. And for the metro, we're going to see temperatures in the mid 80s today, low 90s tomorrow, some drying for the rest of the work week. Then we pick up a few spot storm chances Saturday and Sunday.
Okay, great. Thanks a lot, Mike.
Alrighty.